Do you remember being the smart kid in school? You didn't have to study hard, you got straight A's effortlessly. Everyone, parents, teachers, told you that you were special, a genius. But now, as an adult, you feel stuck. You look at your peers who struggled in school, and they seem to be doing better than you, and you feel like a fraud, a burnt-out failure. What happened? How did so much potential turn into so much anxiety? Welcome to Aidil Zone. Today we decode the psychology of gifted kid burnout. The problem starts with the praise itself. When you are constantly told you are smart, you develop what psychologist Carol Dweck calls a fixed mindset. You believe your intelligence is a static trait. You either have it or you don't. The danger is this: if being smart means things come easily, then what does it mean when things get hard? To a fixed mindset, struggling doesn't mean you are learning. Struggling means you aren't smart anymore. Because school was easy, you never learned how to learn. While other kids were building grit and study habits, you were coasting. Eventually, you hit the wall, maybe in college, maybe in your first job. Suddenly, raw intelligence isn't enough. And because you never built the muscles for struggle, you collapse. You assume you are broken. This leads to crippling perfectionism. If your entire identity is built on being the one who gets everything right, making a mistake feels like a death sentence. So what do? You procrastinate. It is psychologically safer to not try and fail than to try your best and still fail. If you don't try, you can always say, "I could have done it if I wanted to." It protects the ego. Finally, gifted kids become addicted to external validation. You thrived on gold stars, report cards, and applause. But the adult world doesn't have report cards. Your boss doesn't give you a gold star for doing your job. Without that constant stream of praise, you feel lost. You never learned how to validate yourself. If this sounds like you, take a deep breath. You are not a failure. You were just given a faulty map for life. You need to shift from proving how smart you are to improving how hard you try. Embrace the struggle. It doesn't mean you aren't smart. It means you are finally learning. Were you a gifted kid? How are you doing now? Share your story in the comments. Welcome to Aidil Zone. Like, subscribe, and be kind to your inner child. See you in the next video.